Hello everyone, Vic here. Today I'll be showing all the devices which were presented on the Google 9 event and just explain a few things through them, and some things I liked and some I thought we'll see when we get the device. Anyway, let's jump into it, shall we? Let me introduce the Pixel 9 Pro, the Pixel 9 Pro XL, which is just a bigger version of the Pro, and we have the Pixel Pro Fold as well for the Fold, and then the last one we have the two gadgets, which is the Pixel Watch 3 and the Pixel Buds 2. Just looking at those devices, we'll all look at them one by one. So let's see what specs look like first. As for the comparison for the specs, these are the comparison for the specs. I will start with the Pixel 9 Pro XL on the left to the Pro and the normal Pixel. I will be talking about the prices later on, and these are just the rush through of the specs. I'm not going through them one by one, but as you can see, these are all the specs here. And just note that all of them have the new Tensor G4 chip. That's mainly to do with helping with the new AI features. As you can see, all of them have the new G4 chip. So these are just all the specs. If you want them, we will talk about them when we're talking about one by one on the device and when we reviewing all the devices. As for the new features and applications that were seen here on this event, as for what we had Google Live. They talked about Google Live, which you can just talk to. You had the Pixel Google Weather app, and you had the Pixel Call Assist with the call note. You had the Pixel Screenshot, and then you had the Pixel Studio. I'm not sure what's happening, but all phones are just adding the Pixel Studio, and it's just to make those AI photos, and you'll see most of them starting to have it now. Next up, we'll be moving to the camera, which has the new night sight on the panorama view. We have other features that are added, like Add Me, which was great. Add Me is just to add an individual on a photo if you not have another person outside your group to actually take the video or photo. So that's how it works. It is good to just adding a person on a photo after it's done, and you cannot look for strangers afterwards. And the other one was the Made Me Look one, which was a bit interesting, but it just has to do with making a child look at the phone and smiling. It just has a cartoon or something on the other side that just makes the child look at the camera. And the last one is the Magic Editor, which is just an upgrade from the Magic Eraser. So that is it for that camera's part. Let's talk about the phone sizes. The Pro now is actually a smaller phone instead of those having Pros and big phones, which is good, but they do have a big phone if you want it as well, which is the XL, but now the Pros are small. And when we're talking about colors, we have Obsidian, which is black. You have Porcelain, which is white. You have we have wintergreen and pinot. All those four colors look great, and that is for those colors. As for the prices, as you've seen earlier, we have the Pixel 9 on $799. We have the Pixel 9 Pro at $99, and we have the XL, which is at $1.099. So those are the prices on that side. Now with all that, those phones just look great, and the prices still within the range which you thought they would be. And now there's still one device which we have not covered, which is the Fold, and let's just see what the Fold is. Now let's talk about the Fold. The Fold is much thinner now. Now it feels much better when it's open. It actually looks different from other Folds. The camera is different from the other Pixel 9s, but it still does have the G4 chip and a 16 gig of RAM, and it has all the apps that the Pixel 9 has. For the screen, it still has a IPS 8, and one thing that I cannot wait for is the games that they said they're going to optimize for the interior screen. The last thing is the color, which it has obsidian, which is black, and porcelain, which is white. I cannot wait for optimized games for the Fold, because just playing on that wide screen would be nice. Now we have two additional devices which were added after the phones. We have the watch and we have the Buds Pro 2. We'll just be looking briefly at those devices. As for the watches, we have one big one. We have one small one which is 41 millimeters, and you have the big one which is 45 millimeters. And these just devices have a custom workout, a readiness, and a cardio load on them, and it can summarize all your workout plan. Now on the display, it also has a higher brightness, which it helps it was much brighter than the last one, and the bezels are much smaller. As for the prices, we have the smaller one, which is priced at $349, and the bigger one at $399. Those are the prices for both watches. Now moving on to the last device. Last device is the Pixel Buds Pro 2, which is priced at $229. And the thing to note about it, it has a customized designed AI chip, which will help with the new AI features. And this bud just helps with the Gemini Live, which you can just talk to through those buds. But those are just my impressions of the Pixel 9. What are your thoughts about it? Please leave your comments below. Like my content, please subscribe, click that like button. Anyway, keep on grinding and level up.